Welcome to WVTC TV Network, capturing family moments in real time, bringing families closer together from the comforts of home. We are unleashing something different to the world. Start your subscription today for the low price of $4.99 per month or $55 annually. Go to www.wvtctvnetwork.com to sign up today. WVTC TV Network is streaming live on 8 different platforms. You can easily download the WVTC TV Network app on the Apple Store, Play Store, Roku, Fire TV, and more. Here at WVTC TV, we have access to movies that everyone can enjoy, including independent films, Sons of a Preacher and a Good Thing, Treasures of Life, the epic drama, The Passion of the Christ, and the box office hit Madagascar Escape to Africa. Remember, go to www.wvtctvnetwork.com and sign up today.
The following program contains views that are not those of WVTC, iNetworks Communications, their subsidiaries, affiliates, or financial supporters.
WVTC, reaching the world with positivity. Music to get you through your day. Winning victory through Christ is the only way.
Good morning. Welcome back. Good morning. Welcome back. We in the building. Let's get it. Let's go. Hey, y'all. Welcome to another segment, WVTC TV Network, as well as WVTC Gospel Radio. And y'all know how we do it every morning on Mondays. It's a mind motivational, mind transformational, get your life right Monday. We're just going to bring it in with a little feel with us. Is that okay, LaKoya?
Oh, that is perfect.
Yeah, we got 2 dynamic guests sitting here in the building, y'all. And I'm so excited to bring them to the table. Some of them try to get some pen and paper. We about to go back to the boardroom. We about to go back to the blueprint, y'all. I have 2 dynamic guests right here. I have the state representative, y'all. I'm going to let him say his name.
Real nickel.
Yes. And I have another young lady, a dynamic lady sitting at the table, y'all. My sister, who is the actual owner of the non-for-profit organization Future Ties. I'm going to let her introduce who she is. Y'all, when we wake up with something positive. We wake up to something to get our day going. So let's go with some Bill Withers. It's a lovely day, y'all, because it is a lovely day. We appreciate you all for coming in and checking in with us, y'all. We do some positive in the morning. Hey, so how you feeling today, sis?
I'm feeling tired. I'm working on 4 hours of sleep.
4 hours
But
of
we
sleep.
gotta go. We gotta do what we gotta do, right?
We gotta do. Okay. So we're gonna get that mind going today.
We gotta get the mind right because that's the day in the life of an entrepreneur.
It's a day in the life of the entrepreneur. So, State Representative, you good today?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm the entrepreneur Negro, so I'm real good.
You're real good. My sister Jennifer, how you doing?
I'm doing extremely well.
It's a lovely day today.
It is.
So-
So lovely day.
It is, y'all. I thank y'all because y'all know we come in with Bill Withers. I try to start my day with something positive, and it's my hopes that you guys are grasping that concept because that first 5 minutes of what you entertain is pretty much going to orchestrate your day. And if you're waking up with negativity on the mind, negativity on the brain, you're picking up the phone and you're looking at the phone first, or you're reading emails, or you turn on the news and the first thing you're hearing is shootings, killings, and robberies. Now you're going into a negative moment. So it's very important that the first 5 minutes that you get something positive into your mind before you start your day. So we thank you all. We are on episode number 5. Can you believe that, LaKoya?
Episode 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go, guys. So we thank you for checking in with us. I appreciate that, y'all. I'm one of the most talented engineers. I know we don't talk about behind the scenes a lot, guys, but I give credit where credit is due.
Yeah.
So I thank my engineer for being in the building because oftentimes I don't know how much they get a chance to hear it, but I appreciate the work that he does behind the scenes, y'all, to make sure my vision, my journey is operating correctly. We got some people checking in. Oh, the hubby checking in. Good morning, hubby. Mr. Bell, who else we got checking in, sis?
We got Miss Freddie.
Baylark, that's my mama. Y'all know Mama
Yes.
Baylark always in there. One of my biggest supporters. Who else we got checking in this morning? Somebody at the top, I think. So we thank you all for checking in with us. We are live now, WVTC, gospel radio station, as well as WVTC TV network. And I say thank you, Chicago. You guys can catch us on all streaming platforms right now. Yes, you can download us on all streaming platforms, guys. So make sure you check us out. So y'all know my tagline. I can't see it if y'all don't recommend. So I thank you all for recommending small businesses to us. I want to thank all the companies and organizations that was at the job fair last week. Since we was at a job fair, very powerful. It was at Dawson Technical School.
City colleges.
And there was some awesome organizations there. There was some awesome companies, guys, that were hiring in our community.
There we go.
For us, by us, So I want to thank all those organizations. I want to thank everybody that I had an opportunity to talk to. I appreciate you all as well as the information that was given out. So oftentimes we say there's nothing positive happening. It is, guys. You just have to seek out the information. So we're going to make sure we get that information to you. You continue to follow my page. Continue to follow my sister page, LaKoya, LaShawn, if you guys need that information. So I want to say welcome to another segment. I am sitting very comfortably in a visionary boardroom where only like-minded individuals can sit at this table because y'all know what we come to do. We come to inspire, engage, empower, raise awareness, educate, and mentor the community. And we're doing it right now. We're doing it right now, guys. And I want to say thank you to my October guest. Last guest we had was Mr. Reven, fellas. Girl, Mr. Reven, fellows, the Blacknificent.
Blacknificent.
Bringing in the king of Ghana.
Man, with the Black agenda. My brother came to the table and spit some knowledge, guys, and put it down. But I just want to thank him for that, guys, because oftentimes we don't know who we running across in the streets, and we just be passing. I've been passing my brother for months, not even knowing what he had going on. But an awesome brother that came to the table. So I said, thank you for that, guys. So, LaKoya, I know you got an announcement to make. And I know you got some big things that just took place last week. What happened last Monday? Because we was not here in this boardroom, but we was in another boardroom. What took place last Monday, sis?
In my boardroom, we had our grand opening. And of course, we had the great State Rep Cyril Nichols supporting us for the group home in Inglewood, opening up to support our dually involved youth and with iMpact, my not-for-profit. So we are opening in the next week. We'll have our first 2 children by the 15th of the month. So we ready for them.
I was there and I was elated over to see everything that was taking place. But to know that the work was not in vain,
Absolutely.
You sat here and told us prior to that, it ain't been a year, it's been over a year. You had a deadline of June of what? 2023?
Yes.
And we in 2024, about to go into 2025. But
the process is real.
The process is real. But you got to stay on the journey, correct?
Oh, yeah.
You got to stay on the journey.
You got to follow that vision.
You got to follow the vision. So what ages are we taking, sis, again?
So we taking 14 to 18-year-olds.
Okay.
And then looking forward to next year securing another spot to take on the 18 to 21-year-olds.
Okay.
Because they supposed to be there in and out, but a lot of times they stay because a lot of people are not willing to take our youth, especially the teenagers, the ones that have fallen into crime and things of that nature. But I do want to make it clear to our audience that it's not a lot of Black-owned group homes.
Say that again.
So our kids are going into environments And I think that that's going to be part of our great success at iMPACT.
Okay. So I told you guys I got two dynamic people sitting at the table. Today was purposeful. It was purposeful because the connection is right here at the table. And right next to my sister LaCoya, I want to bring her up, Jennifer. I love her. And we just met, but I love her spirit. And I love everything about what my sister is doing on the south side of Chicago, right there on 63rd and King Drive. And Future Ties is a non-profit community center. My sister opened up the doors for our kids to come in and have a safe space to really grow. So, Jennifer, let everybody know where you're originally from.
Well, good morning, and thank you so much, ladies, for this opportunity to be here this morning to share our story, our mission, our vision of what it is that Future Ties is about. First of all, and foremost, Future Ties represents that we are working with our future generation.
Come on, that's us.
And it takes the ties in the community. I do this so long. It's the ties in the community from other CEOs, other agencies, community members, people that are stakeholders and really representing.
There's another person inside of you. A healthy person. A fit person screaming to get out. Time Fitness will help you find that fit person. Time Fitness clients eat to live, not live to eat. 95% of you dream of a flat stomach but have no clue on how to make that happen. Time Fitness is the master of making that stomach disappear. Want to look younger? Time Fitness. Isn't it time you take care of you? Contact us now for a free 2-pound protein powder meal replacement, 2 free guest passes, 1-time free Time Fitness t-shirt. Each client gets personal training guide and workout journal. Time Fitness will help you live a healthy lifestyle and improve your quality of life. www.tymefitness.com 773-458-5084. Living out of town? No problem. Time Fitness can still work with you each month. Ask us how. Time Fitness. www.timefitness.com.
Okay, we back up, guys. I am so sorry for that. I apologize, guys. We are back in the building. The devil is a lie, y'all. And because I gave a shout out, I'm gonna give another shout back out again so that the devil can really hear it. Thank you to my engineers that are doing everything behind scenes to make sure that we are up and running properly. So again, I am going to reintroduce my sister. As I was saying, I don't want you guys to miss Jennifer Maddox is at the table, guys. She was talking about future ties. And my question to you, Jennifer, was why is it so important to go back into Parkway Gardens where, you know, a few feet from where you are, but why is it important to keep going back into that community and still doing what it is that you do?
Okay, thank you, Sharon.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I go back is because I am a retired Chicago police officer. I just recently retired. It's coming up on my 3rd year in May of 2025. But I started my career on 71st and Cottage Grove, and I was in my 27th year when I retired.
Mm-hmm.
So where Parkway Garden is situated was my very first beat that I was assigned to, which is beat 312.
Okay.
So I was able to go inside that community and really start learning what was some of the deficits that that community didn't have, and how I can do a little bit more other than patrolling as the police, but to really give back and try to figure out what type of resources were needed, and then how we can make sure that those families got those resources.
Well, you know, that takes purpose as well as passion. Because, you know, 27 years on the force, I know you done seen it all, experienced it all, and heard it all, but you still had a passion for wanting to still give back after 27 years, you know, because most people take and they gone. Right. We leave, we done, but you still had a calling on you for another assignment. So you came out of assignment of serving, protecting, and you just didn't put a period right there. You put a comma there, and you still serving and protecting. And I just want to say that is what is needed, because a lot of times we walk the walk and we talk the talk, but our actions don't necessarily line up with how we're walking and how we're talking. And yours go hand in hand. And so I thank you for the connection of being at the table. And I want to ask State Representative Nichols right here, why is it so important to have programs like Jennifer's and LaCoya, LaShawn's in the community? What does that say for, you know, us in the community? Why is it so important?
Well, first, thank you guys for allowing me to be in your presence of brilliance, because this is very well needed. And yeah, the devil is a lie, because I woke up this morning and my back was hurting. I was like, oh, I might not be able to make it. But, you know, anytime you're doing, I always say this, right? Anytime you start doing work, especially in the name, you got to expect all this stuff to start to happen to you.
Right.
Because that's the part of it. See, the devil don't have to worry about the people that ain't saved. He got them. He got to worry about the people doing the work.
Right. So he ain't messing with the ain't.
You gonna go through. I'm telling y'all right now, we all gonna go through. Once you start doing in his name, right? You know, one of my favorite books is the Book of Job. You got to remember, right? Like we gonna be hit with everything.
Yes.
But to answer that question is because ain't nobody else gonna do it for us. Right?
Exactly.
Right. Ain't nobody else gonna do this work. Like this work, this is ministry work. And when you doing that work, trust me, everything is gonna be provided for you. I always say this: like you be the worst dude on the planet, you start helping people, you're gonna be covered. You know, a lot of people walk the walk, right? Man, let me tell you something. For you to be on that force, it's just a blessing that we sitting here together.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on out there. People don't understand the evilness that you had to deal with and still will deal with, you know, on a day-to-day basis. You know, I say for all our first responders, all our public safety people, it's just amazing that you guys answer a call when others would turn and run the other way. You know, you're saving lives and protecting people. And now you guys are providing, you know, that was one of my first jobs working in a group home, but who else gonna do it?
It takes us to help us.
It takes a village.
And we can do better too.
Okay.
All right, now I told y'all.
Come on now, brother.
No, we can do better. We can do better all the way around, right? Like I'm talking about the school system, our religious institutions, or we got some really big religious institutions in this city. One day, me and my son was going down 63rd, and I think we counted almost 40 churches. From, and it wasn't. I guess it was from the Expressway, maybe the Western. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is.
That's a lot of Jesus going on.
Yeah. It's a lot of
63rd for stuff to be happening on 63rd. I mean, I'm gonna leave it at that because I don't want to get mad up in there.
But we've all been in church though, and we've seen it, Nichols, where it's only a few people in the house doing the work. And then
come on, sis.
We're not following the Great Commission, which is Matthew, go ye out.
There you go.
That's where the market ministers come in at, and we're out there. I've been to several churches, but I can only count a few that's really out there
doing the ministry,
doing the work.
Doing the work. Right. So that's why people said, I created the platform because we don't always know.
Right.
And it's not always publicized or marketed. So my vision, my journey, the platform was so we can inspire, engage, empower, raise awareness, educate and mentor our communities. And we do that on Mondays because, guys, it's so important that we give back. And I know we've been talking about support systems lately. And I had a coffee and conversation meeting on Saturday with a group of ladies. What does a support system really look like? And
this is what it looks like. I'm just reading the ticker, right? $4.95. To have a membership, right? Like, let's look at it like this. And I'm just gonna do some quick numbers. If we make up Black folk make up 13% of the state of Illinois, 13.5 million people, right? That means per capita that we spend our money in other places. When we can recycle our money in our community. Other communities do it. This is not a racist thing. It's not a prejudice thing. This is a real thing. We don't recycle our dollar in our community. So you have a group home. There's no reason that we have to go ask nobody for nothing.
Right.
Because you got 13% of the state of Illinois.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Right? So let's just do a hypothetical, right? Like, everybody gave $1. Just for one time a year, your group home and other group homes and other ministries are funded with us not asking nobody for nothing. $1.
$1.
Now, I ain't say every week, every day, right? And we talking about we give away $1. We spend money like it's not even a thing, right? And then we say our communities are poor, right? Like, so Inglewood, for instance, right? Like, why don't we have our own business district? Everybody else do business in our communities but us. You know what I'm saying? Like, why don't we got people selling us chicken and don't look like us? We got, in my district, 70+% of the gas stations are not owned by us, right? And again, we're talking about we talking about a lot of money, so a gas station, and I learned this like maybe 15 years ago, when I didn't have no job. The guy said, why don't you run my gas station? I'm like, I got 2 degrees. I ain't go to school to run no gas station. Right. Why you want to run? Because I want to make it seem like it's black owned, somebody want to rob it. Right. And I'm like, man, please, like, but it's a 6-figure job. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I ain't got no money. But I was like, how do you make the money? The gas is vouchered, right? BP, that's vouchered. 66 cents a minute is the formula, right? Now, when you went to a gas station and get some gas and they spend 66 cents, right? You go in there, you're going to buy something else.
Yeah.
Now, there's cars in there all day long. So if the formula is only 66 cents, which I'm glad we didn't put the other one on there, that's like $2 million that they make off buying potato chips. And I passed a bill about labeling stuff because it's too old. We got to get it up out of here, right? But think about that. That's $2 million a year.
Absolutely.
Because when you go to gas station,
you're right.
No gas.
It ain't gas. You get lollipops and
all kind of
right.
Stuff.
They got all kind of stuff. Right.
And
You got
I
right.
never thought it, like, when you think about it, adds up, right?
It
like,
does.
it really, like the candy store, it adds up.
It adds up.
So why don't we have, like, why we don't have a gas station? You just got a group home. I supervise a group home, right? These are the things that we can control in our communities. We don't need Whole Foods because we got the black farmers in Pembroke. Fresh food.
So those are the things that State Representative Nichols, I want to get to the table so that the information, because see, the information does not get out to the masses unless it's negative press. Am I right, my sister Jennifer?
Yeah. You're absolutely right. I'm just sitting here listening to the rep, and for me, this information is not put out into our community, especially into our school system.
There you go.
So that our young people are more engaged about how their dollar works and how they can invest their dollars inside of their community. Because they will take $140 and go buy a pair of gym shoes, you know, but
we don't understand
give a dollar to an organization that supports the neighborhood and the community. It's priority.
It is.
You know, it's what they look for that right now. That instant gratification. You know, it's not looking down the road long term to how your community it can survive off the backs of the people who live in that community.
So, Jennifer, let me ask this question. What are some of the programs that you offer at Future Ties for our youth?
So we do after school programming. One of our biggest support for the schools that's in the community is our after school program, because some of our schools can't or don't have the funding to actually have after school programming at their schools. And so we support the neighborhood with that. We also do a teen workforce development program where we are training our young people not just to get a job, because when you ask young people, you know, what do you want to do? They say, I don't want to do anything. But no, they want to do anything just to get those couple of checks to go buy some gym shoes or whatever it is. But what would you want to do as a career?
Okay.
And we try to partner up with other agencies, companies, so that our young people can get those experiences early on and then decide on if this is a career they actually want to pursue.
Okay.
We do a parent mentoring program.
Yes.
We have 50 parents right now with just in our parent mentoring program, and it's through SWAP. We have a contract with SWAP, and so what we do, we partner with 8 schools currently where we have parents that are volunteering 2 hours out the day to support the schools that their children go to. We have some grandparents in the program as well, but some of the parents can't do the 2 hours because they work. So the grandparents are stepping up to the plate to go back inside of these classrooms to help the teachers, you know, with simple things like reading and math. Because our babies in most of the schools that I'm in are underperforming. You know, many of them can't read at a 3rd grade level. And so we need our community members, our stakeholders. We can't just say that the teachers are the ones that's supposed to do the teaching. When you have a classroom size that's overcrowded and you don't have a SECA or a paraprofessional, someone inside of that classroom to support and help that teacher. It's not going to happen.
It's not.
So we're spiraling out of control.
Yes, we are.
So those are some of the things that we do. Plus, we do food giveaways. We do holiday parties. We just did a haunted house for the community. We partner with the city. Thank you. Shout out to the city for selecting our space to provide a good time for our families. And, you know, we try to do things in the community that is needed. So we often ask our community members, what else can we do to support you? We don't just do things just, you know, haphazardly. No, we ask. And we say, how can we support? And they tell us, and those are some of the things that we do. So we also do case management work. So we have a contract with Gary Comer with their Greater Grand Crossing Restorative Network, where we do case management work for them as well. And so we are having clients that's coming in that's looking for employment, that's looking for housing, that's looking for legal assistance. And those are some of the things that we put forth to make an effort to make sure we provide those resources for the community.
Come on now, y'all.
But let's do a deeper dive, right? Let's just do a deeper dive into that.
Okay.
Like God working right now. He really is. Everything that was just mentioned, right, is probably going to be contingent on somebody sitting in a room divvying up funding when we know we can do this for ourselves. We know that everything she just said, we can fund ourselves. But they don't want that. Because now you're talking about community building.
Right.
Now you're talking about nation building. Now you're talking about international ideologies. Now you're talking about like the young brother sitting back there doing the engineering, right? Like when you start saying we're going to provide, think about what we're saying right now. Come on, bro. We're providing an after-school program that's almost antithetical to what other communities that's baked in. We only want what everybody else wants: good schools, good parks, a business district, somewhere our parents, you work with dignity, you know, and we keep asking people
for the help.
Right? And again, this is the mechanism that controls so that you can continue to build prisons instead of schools. We should be up in arms if we hear school closed. If we hear one school closed, we should be
up in arms.
We should be
marching, protesting, writing.
Like just to hear somebody's public school is closed, like just to hear the school, it's 1,700 empty lots in Inglewood. We should be moving. We should be moving these families. It's not hard either. I'm giving you the solution. It's not hard. Like I'm working with a brother on the west side that builds Google smart homes. We got empty 1,700 empty lots. So in some of them houses right now, like, hey, I'm gonna move grandma over in here. 2 flat, real nice Google smart home. You ain't got to worry about no high heat bill, all that, right?
Right.
Why are we not developing that in our neighborhood?
So, State, let me so everybody can be clear. Let them know what districts you cover, what areas.
32nd district. I go from Greater Grand Crossing all the way out to Palos. You know, Inglewood. We got Burbank. We got Bedford Park, Hickory Hills. You know, and I always said that, you know, my entire district should look the same. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no, you know, come out to Palos and then you go to Greater Grand. No, we all look. The system is working very well. I want y'all.
Very much so.
System working.
It's very much so.
You know, if we don't understand that, because what you just said again, look what we need. We need mental health professionals, counsel. We need all of that stuff to circumvent what our kids have been indoctrinated. Even our young men and old men and young, we've been indoctrinated to go to prison. Let's stop acting like it don't happen. If we make up 13% of the state, but 71% of the prison industrial complex, mathematically, it's almost impossible. I visited prison. I don't see nothing but us in there. And the young women are on the rise. So, like, what are we like?
What are we doing?
This is not something we can't solve, though.
I mean, we're at a state of emergency. 44% of African American males ages 18 to 21 don't have a job, nor are they in school. What are they doing?
What are they doing?
But that's the educational system, right? It teaches us to go work for somebody versus for us to own what we do, right? What's the thing, y'all preachers? If I give you a fish, you can eat for a day.
Right.
If I teach you how to fish,
you can eat for
a
life.
lifetime.
Right. So a good man to teach you, but a great man to show you.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, so
we're not teaching our kids about business and owning a business. And like Jennifer said earlier, I want to piggyback off her and Rep that we're not being educated. My mother told me to go to school, get a good job. Get a degree and get a good job. And that's what we're continuously teaching our kids. And college was designed for us to go work for someone, not necessarily to go start your own business. And I teach entrepreneurship. And a lot of people do not have the money to start a business. Their credit is bad and they don't have the knowledge to start a business.
So how do other people start businesses? I just throw that out there. Where they getting the money from? I told y'all when I came up in here what was going to happen. There it is, right? Like so, but everybody else can come and you know get funding, like to start businesses.
Period.
And
the people in our community.
Right. And businesses don't look like us.
They don't look like us in our
neighborhood. But they got some money to start that nail shop or that Sharks or.
So what I think we should start focusing on is because like we understand that, right? We understand we can't go get that loan, and we have no financial institutions anymore. We used to have a lot of black banks. We don't have any financial institutions anymore. We have to say, you know, and look at all the people that came before us, right? Everybody, the Medgar Evers, the Dr. Kings, all these people that came before us to make sure we could sit here and do this.
Yes.
Now it's time you got your after school program. Hey, listen, we're gonna set up, like, the job fairs are great. I want, look, gotta feed your family. I know how it is not to have nothing. But now we gotta own businesses in our community.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
We got y'all. You got three very intelligent, beautiful black women sitting at this table. If Sharita and Raul say, hey, listen, we just want to start our own chicken shack. What does that take? Like $7,000. It take 2 fryers, a refrigerator, the Department of Health to come out and say you can fry chicken and sell it. Right? That's a $2 million a year business, selling chicken to us.
But lots of times, though, State, we don't think we have the willpower. Our mental capacity sometimes is overtaken by everything else that's happening. And so that's why we're saying, if you want to stay on the journey, if you want to be on the journey, if you want to start, restart, rebuild, reboot, let us help you. Get to the table where like-minded individuals sit at the tables, because sometimes we have an idea and we want to birth that idea, but we sit at the wrong tables and we talk to the wrong people and they tell us you can't do that. When I said my sister was opening up a group home, do you know how many? Ooh, it wasn't I'm so excited. What can I do?
Bring some money, right?
It was how's she gonna do that? Right. Ooh, Lord bless her. Ooh, bless her ministry.
See? You said we ain't got no black carpenters. We ain't got no black plumbers. We ain't got no black electricians. Come on, y'all need to come and build this. Don't worry about nothing. You just need to come and do it, right? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So we have it, but again,
we got to build this network.
Yes.
I'm telling y'all right now, we got to build this network. And anybody out there listening, if you black and know how to do anything, you need to be calling into the show. We got to build this network, right? Because we already know what the system is telling us we can't do.
Right.
But I told you, you're gonna need more space. Absolutely. You know how many of our children need you? You know how many need you? We gotta be serious about building this network, right? Because when we start building the network, you build it, they'll come, right? We have to start to really, and this is one of the things I'm moving into, workforce development, right? Because I understand the educational institution and what it does. It's really not teaching our young people, because it's not grabbing them where they need to be, like we talk at our young people, right? We're not saying you can do a podcast. Think about it. Right. Think about it. Every high school, elementary school should be able to do this.
Right. Yes.
To be totally honest, or they should be able to come here and be like, all right.
We mentor, and that's what we do. I want to check in with some few people that's checking in with us. I want to say thank you guys for following us. I appreciate it. Lillian Key, thank you for watching. Arthur Denise Jones, thank you. Jennifer Henderson, thank you. Kim Taylor, thank you. Arthur Denise Jones said it's called sacrifice. She said your hair, your nails, your gym shoes, alcohol, weed, put that money toward your business. I believe that. She said stop making excuses. You are absolutely right. We like to look good on the outside.
Right.
But on the inside, we kind of messed up. Thank you for checking in, Sandra Foster, as well. She said, God is good. Yes, God is good. So I have 2 important dynamic people sitting at the table with me. And Jennifer from Future Ties, as well as I have State Representative Nichols. Jennifer, how many kids do you service over there at Future Ties? Pretty much.
Oh, wow. So we serve roughly anywhere between 200 to maybe 250 youth each year. And that's because, and we could do more. We really absolutely could do more. That building is 25,000 square.
Yes, it is.
But we need help. you know, we need help with funding as well. I've applied for many city grants and many other grants and foundations, and you know, I always get the not this time and the no's. But you know what? By the grace of God, we are still open.
Yep.
Yes,
We
we are.
even stayed open during COVID when some big
Yep.
companies closed.
Yep.
We were still there on the forefront, on the ground, making sure that our families had the supplies that they need during COVID. So I say that to say, where there's a will, there's a way. And this is definitely a ministry, because I did not think that this would be something that I would be doing. But when I saw the needs of people and how they were suffering and challenged in our communities, I said, I know I can do something. I know I can do something. And I try to make sure that I'm in these communities. People see me, they know me, you know, and that's important. The consistency, you know, that you have to show for people, that you really mean what you say and you really are trying to love on them and build those relationships and that trust with people in the community. They will eventually have a mindset where they will say, you know what, if she can do it, I can do it too. And so I plead to people in our communities to just take a chance. Take a chance on your community. Take a chance on young people that you do not know, because either you're going to meet them a good way or you're going to meet them in a bad way. And so what you want to do is meet them in a good way. And it starts by simple things. And I always say, speak to them.
Yeah.
Say hello.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah.
How you doing? How was your day? That cost us absolutely nothing. And that's how I started as the police, going in my uniform. And it's like, wait a minute. When they saw me coming in and I took that uniform off and started walking Parkway Gardens, those young people said, hey, this is somebody that really cares about us. She ain't got to come here. She ain't got to come here every day. And so I want people to understand it takes a village.
It does.
It takes a village and everybody in the village to make sure we are raising our children.
That's right.
So let me ask you to this, Jennifer, what's your retention rate like since you started? Like, what have you seen happen differently in the community that shifts since you've been there?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Our young people are looking towards getting careers. They're looking towards, some are entrepreneurship. You know, some are going to college. Some are starting their own families. You know, they're looking into home ownership. You know, they just don't want to be in an apartment set up all the time. They want to know what it takes to own a home. They want to own a vehicle. They want to get their license. They want to be legit. You know, but it takes us to show them and guide them to be legit.
Okay.
You know, we got to take that time out and make sure that we're working with them. If we at home watching them on the TV, you know, we can get out in the community and work with them. So our retention rate is really, really good. It's really good because our young people come back and then they bring other young people that we don't know. And so what we're doing is producing and promoting them so that they can get out and do it and give back and have a way that they're really establishing themselves in the community and giving back to the community that they live in.
Well, speaking of giving back, before we get ready to get out of here, State Representative, you have some things that's happening over the next few weeks that you want the community to get involved with?
Yeah, we of course, Thanksgiving is coming up. You know, certain things I take kind of serious. Birthdays, I think is very special. Thanksgiving, you know, Christmas, because when I grew up, I had a loving family. But I remember for Christmas, all of my buddies, and we still kind of do this to this day. I'm 58, right? We get together and we bring all our stuff together to make one big event.
Okay.
You know, some people call them cookouts, right? But I just like, you know what? Now that we're older and a couple of us got a couple of jobs, like we just bring everything over to one place and do like when we young. I think we have to serve.
Okay, we're gonna serve.
So 32nd district, that's what we do. Our motto is we do the work. But again, when we start talking about Black folk, we start talking about doing the work. You better be ready.
Better be ready.
Because there's gonna be other people out there. You know, the prison industrial complex is a business. They need clients.
Yep.
And we, you know, seem to be the chosen few.
So, Rev, how can they follow you and get more information about what's happening over the next few months?
Well, they can always just hit my repnichols@gmail.com. And, you know, that email goes right to my office.
Okay.
And we answer every call.
Okay.
As y'all know, we don't, we just try to make things for people better. You know, this is why we got all this stuff. I'm sitting there, you retire. It's like, man, like I have a bunch of guys I went to college with that's police officers, firefighters, and I just pray for them, man, because it's bad out here right now.
And she's covered. She's a woman of God that's covered. So I thank both of you all.
Still doing the work.
She's still doing the work. I thank both of you all. Jennifer, is there anything you want the community to know before we get ready to get out of here?
Sure. If you want to reach out to us, our email is info@futureties.org. Our phone number is 773-633-2950. And we are on social media. We are on Instagram and Facebook under Future Ties.
LaQuoya LaShawn, anything, sis?
Just giving a shout out to Never 99 that's out there giving the homeless socks and toiletries that they need out in the streets. And Never 99 comes from a cousin, Minka Giles, the CEO and founder of Never 99. And it means that they're never alone. And I know you can reference that. So just a shout out to Never 99. They're having a annual giveaway on December 15th at the Canal on 1458 Pacific Garden Mission on December 15th. So if you're looking for things to do and getting your calendar together, make sure you check out Never 99.
I thank you for that, guys, as well as good luck to you, sis, with the group home. I appreciate that, guys. So before we get ready to get out of here, I do want to say December 8th, Pouring Through the Pages with Sharice Carter. You can get your tickets on Eventbrite. I will be the host for that event. And then also Get Covered America. Get Covered America has open enrollment November 1st. That is through the Hope Center Foundation. You guys can reach them at 773-371-2346. And then Sarita Love, the masterclass for your brand, guys, on November 24th. Check out her page, Sarita Love. You know, that's Success Junkie, guys. But also, we want to thank you all for tuning in with us. Next week, November 4th, Wainwright. That's our sword, cute as a cupcake. She will be with us. November 18th, Shandella Jones from Hair Unique Salon, guys, as well as November 25th, Ann Jones, the founder of the non-for-profit Alice Foundation, guys, the Alice Foundation. So I thank you guys so much. I just want to say, are we really woke? Before we get out of here, are we really woke? Spike Lee had an interview for School Days, and he was kicked off the site within 3 weeks. And the reason was because they thought that School Days was going to bring a negative disband to colleges and universities. But he didn't just take the no and walk away. He kept going. So are you willing to do what it takes today that others is not willing to do to go further? I'm going to say that one more time. Are you willing to do what it takes today that others is not willing to do to go further? But before that, you do that, sometimes you got to reject your rejection. Stop proving points. Let your yeses be yes and your no's be no. Stop inviting them to the table to make them comfortable. They eat the fish, leave the bones, and don't even say thank you for the meal, nor for the invite. You got to reject your rejections. Your mind has to be focus driven. And that means no one can deny you unless you deny yourself. No one can make a difference in the directions depending on you. No means simply turn around and use the word and make it own. If you take the N-O and turn it around, you put the O in front of the N, it's own. So go on, keep going. If you quit now, you're quitting on everything you think in life. If you stop now, you're quitting on everything you thought about in life. So don't let the challenges have you walk out on your purpose. God can't protect you and God can't elevate you when you pretend. So don't ask me why me, say try me. I thank y'all so much. I thank you all for sitting at the table. We are WVTC TV Network, WVTC Radio, My Vision, My Journey. I got my LaQuoya LaShawn in the building with me.
Hello.
And I thank Jennifer Maddox, guys, from Future Ties. And I thank State Representative Nichols for being at the table, y'all. Y'all keep loving on somebody and we're going to keep loving on y'all. Y'all take care. Peace.